Will Trump's $100,000 fee for H-1B visa end the American dream for Indian techies? It's time to ask.
Trump hit Indian tech stocks where it hurts most. US-listed stocks of Infosys, Wipro, Accenture, and Cognizant Tech are all falling after Trump imposed a $100,000 annual fee on H-1B visas. H-1B visas are used for high-skilled tech workers, and US-based companies bring in a lot of those from India. Some US companies even use other tech companies and consultancies in India to do that, and the latter charge a certain amount of money to export this talent. So with this new fee, these margins are going to be squeezed, hence the stock losses we're seeing now. Honestly, I'd stay away from Indian tech stocks until the actual impact becomes clear. Let me know what you think and do your own research. This is not financial advice.
When are you people going to learn that there is no such thing as good immigrant or bad immigrant? We are all bad immigrants in their eyes. Now, do you remember when Trump was going for election and Modi was really encouraging Indians to vote for him like he was some kind of new messiah? Well, now the new thing is with the HB1 visas, they are saying it's going to be $100,000 for new applications. And guess what happened the other day? So there's a flight leaving San Francisco. It's an Emirates flight. They announced on the aeroplane that Trump has just said new visas will cost $100,000. Do you know how many Indian nationals got off that plane? They were so worried that if they left the country and tried to come back in, it would be $100,000. So this is what happens when you beg to the far right and say, oh, but we are the good immigrants. This is what happens when you support people like Modi, or you promote people like Tommy 10 shekels. Oh yeah, I like these Indians. These Indians are all right. They still raped your women, didn't they? Open your eyes, people. It's not just Muslims that they're going to go after. Your skin looks like mine. Being Indian is not going to save you from racism. Understand this. Modi just sold you down a very, very dangerous path. He told you to support a man that hates you. He told you to support Israel and Netanyahu. And we see how the settler colony treats you. So maybe it's about time you realize that Modi doesn't have your best interests at heart. And you are not the good immigrants because you are not Muslim. It doesn't work like that. You can be Hindu, you can be Sikh, you can be Buddhist, you could even be a Christian Asian. It doesn't matter. It's how you look. All bad immigrants.
Donald Trump is banning H-1B visas, and here's what that means. So H-1B visas are supposed to be used when the United States has a lack of a certain skilled worker, primarily in tech or IT, but the program has been abused for years by large corporations trying to suppress wages and simply just not hire Americans. And people like Charlie Kirk and Laura Ingraham and all the right-wing conservative influencers have been talking about the abuse of the H-1B system for decades. So Trump is adding a $100,000 fee to H-1B visas to make it essentially practical for them to come and work here. It's no coincidence that this has been implemented after trade negotiations with India have pretty much failed, because every trade negotiation we've ever had with India has included immigration law like these H-1B visas because they mostly come from India. It's such a big deal that firms like Microsoft have been having to send out mass emails to a bunch of their employees because they employ so many H-1Bs. But if you're a person who's all for hiring American and training American workers, then this is overall a very good thing.
For Indian techies, American dreams just got killed.
One of the most abused visa systems in our current immigration system has been the H-1B non-immigrant visa program.
Today, President Trump imposed a new rule for H-1B visas holders, like $100,000 per person per year. Companies has to pay to bring the tech workers on the H-1B visa. According to President Trump,
this will ensure that the people they're bringing in are actually very highly skilled and that they're not replaceable by American workers. So it'll protect American workers, but ensure that companies have a pathway to hire truly extraordinary people and bring them to the United States.
We need workers. We need workers. We need great workers.
Basically, it is to protect the American jobs and also to ensure that the American tech companies should train American workers first, and only the extremely highly qualified tech people can be brought to America, which are actually in need, instead of replacing American tech workers. What are your thoughts about it?
So guys, when we just thought that the week is going to be calm, it even keeps going crazy. This discussion about the H-1B visa has been talked about for the longest. I think it really started like, let's say, 6 days ago, and I wanted to follow up slowly and closely so that I can bring this story when I'm a little bit informed. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danny and I'm gonna be the host for today's show. So in today's video, I'm gonna talk about how Indians are crashing out, or how Indians are crying or shedding tears over the changes in the H-1B visas. It's clearly evident that Indians are the biggest beneficiaries to these H-1B visas, and they take almost, was it 70% or 80% of it? Or 67, just somewhere between 60 to 80%. And we all know workers from India are big techies, bro. Like, they work in these big tech companies, just like you've heard the speakers before. These changes are really going to hurt this population, and those people also who are having dreams to come to America to just put their skills in practice. Well, some would ask themselves, are America tired of these skilled employees? Does America want to get rid of these workers so that they can put their own in these companies? Will they be able to match the skills these people have, or would they need these people back? For me, I also have my opinion, which might also be different to other people's, because I see this way, right? Everything that Trump has come to impose, it has come to bite back America in one way or the other. I don't really trust that these policies that he's making, that is going to target legal migrants, like people who have real documentation, people who have applied for the job, people who have skills for the job, people who America needs the most, people who American companies need the most, are coming in here and providing their services, and yet again Trump is providing hindrance to them. I really did think that this is going to bite back in the but wait, there is more to unpack. Let's continue listening, and then we're gonna discuss how I do think this is going to bite back America, and also why Indians did not listen to Americans who are telling them not to vote for this administration. Let's go.
You want Indians to go back? Then who's going to run your Google and your Microsoft? Why don't Indians go back to that shitty India? We don't need you guys. You need us, bro. You need us. You want Indians to go back? Then who's going to run your Google and your Microsoft? Do you want Sundar Pichai and Satya Nadella to leave as well? Do you also want your boss to go back? Because I'm sure they're Indian as well. And if your boss isn't Indian, I'm sure the CEO of your company is. And if we all leave, who's going to run your tech industry? We literally run your country's economy. You need us, silly beans. You need us. Just say thank you and enjoy your chicken tikka masala.
Trump just signed an executive order that imposes a $100,000 fee on the H-1B visa, which is really just as well because the AI development was getting out of hand. We needed to slow that shit down anyway. He also re-unveiled the Gold Card, which now costs $1 million, which is essentially just a VIP line for Disneyland, but for staying in America. I guess if you've got the cash, you might as well ride the Becoming a Resident roller coaster in first class. By the way, we have no method to collect this payment, but I digress. Trump's immigration policy is just now a luxury paywall. Make America Great Again is just turning into Make America Gated Again. The next thing you know, crossing the border will come with a resort fee and a 2-drink minimum. Thank you for entering the US. Enjoy your bottle of despair and a coupon for the overpriced healthcare. You know who can afford the 100K visa? The same people that were already building AI to replace Americans. Congratulations, you've outpriced the struggling immigrant and replaced him with Elon Musk's AI chatbot. You know it's dystopian when the American dream is now a premium feature. You can't get in with hard work anymore. You can only get in with the black Amex and a LinkedIn profile that ends with .ai.
$100,000 every year. Yes, every year is the fee that a company will have to now pay if they want to bring somebody on H-1B visa in US. This is a legendary decision taken by Trump administration to prevent the misuse of H-1B visas. Sir, the major tech companies like HCL, Infosys, TCS, Cognizant, they don't even pay $100,000 as a salary to people on H-1B visas. So definitely, the misuse will be prevented now. But I have a minor suggestion. that instead of imposing a processing fee on H-1B visa of $100,000, if you could just enforce that the minimum salary of a person on H-1B visa should be $200,000 or $300,000 every year, I guarantee you that the misuse will definitely be prevented, and actually some money can go into the people's pocket who deserve more money being there.
Crazy turn of events. My boyfriend had to get up out of our Italian pasta making class in Rome and leave. I kid you not, leave. Not the class, leave Rome because of the whole H-1B $100,000 situation that's going into effect Saturday at midnight, and it's literally Saturday midday in Rome right now, so he had to be on the next flight back to make it in time. And so now I'm here solo, but he booked the next flight to anywhere in the US he could find, which is crazy. He'll be fine. Italian vacations can happen again, like, not stressed, but it does make me wonder about, number one, people that can't just drop of a hat, buy a ticket back, or number two, too far away in a different country to make it back in time, who have just like had their entire world flipped upside down overnight because it came into effect and happened so quickly. Crazy times we live in. Anyways, I'm gonna go shopping. I think I deserve it.
So guys, America doesn't just need immigrants. It is really built on them. This H-1B program isn't a loophole, but it is one that has encouraged growth, innovation, and global leadership. Obviously, what Trump has done is just a short-sighted betrayal to the very people who help America thrive. While some may think that this is an opportunity for Americans to grab these positions, we all know that the level of skills that these people, immigrants, not only the Indians immigrants, but also other workers from other regions who have come to the USA, are really qualified for these positions and have been holding these positions for the longest. Look, people have stayed here for 10 plus years, built their families on this, and imposing retroactive policies that will affect them isn't just making anything good, it is making it worse. These people came into this country, got jobs, and got assured of their future. So when it changes, then it produces a rather not conducive environment, and maybe these people think of leaving America and try to find greener pastures, which I doubt they would find somewhere. Maybe go to Europe, which is already overcrowded and not as open-minded as America would be. But also, what America would remain with is also, I really think it's a gamble. I think it will take a long time before America matches the skill set that Trump wants to lose. He says that immigrant labor is really important for the country, yet he is the very person that is destroying the program. Look at it this way. What happens when Trump flashes out these Indian techies or other sort of migrants who have come into the country legally? We're going to look at issues like this innovation, the labor market is going to impact healthcare, diplomatic relations, and also the human cost. When I talk about innovation, we all know that big techies or big tech companies are benefiting so much from the ideas or inventions coming from abroad or coming from people who have come into the country, who have, from where they were, they saw a vision and they wanted to put this vision, merge together with the skills and a good and conducive environment in a flowing economy, and this would match the ideas and the country would have thrived using these innovations that these people had. So getting these people out of the country, then the country wouldn't benefit from such skills that these people would have brought. For the labor market, obviously we're talking about talent. When talent is short, then the country would need to outsource, and also outsourcing is something that Trump is also fighting against. So what does he actually want? Is America ready to provide enough talent for these big tech companies to flourish or thrive on? It's just a rash decision when you think about it. When you look at healthcare, there's so many doctors coming from these countries, obviously India leading, and these doctors bring so much to the table such that if they have to undergo these Trump policies that he's making once again, then it's gonna be a big loss to America, especially when they need doctors. Healthcare is usually so big in America and it's really reliant on migrant labor. The next thing is obviously diplomatic relations, which on the top, I really really don't think it's going to affect, of course, the political class. You've seen the Indian president. For him, he doesn't have any issue. I think he talked with Trump about this whole issue. Obviously, we know these leaders are usually just bootlickers. They just want to sign up to deals which benefits them, not only the country, just benefit them. They don't care about the country in the long run. Away from the topmost leaders, we're talking about the people, like the Indian people and also the American people. Like, how is their relationship going to be? We've seen things like, you see those scam call centers that have been on the rise over the years. Obviously, it has been because people feel like they are lacking opportunities. They have skills and lacking opportunities, not only the tech companies, but where they are skilled, and they feel like there is a gap here, but they don't get these visas to go and work there, and they feel like they can punish these companies by scamming out people. The people who have made it, who are going to be denied or who are going to be impacted by this, what are they going to do back to their countries? If things get tougher, they might resort to these undesirable characters or undesirable activities, which is not cool at all. The last one which I'm gonna talk about is the human cost. When I'm talking about the human cost, obviously is family separation, mental health strain, the loss of community stability. Like you've heard the last speaker who say that the boyfriend was on vacation and had to travel back to the USA to make amendments or make things happen. We've seen other people are now packing to leave the United States of America because they have seen what happened to the undocumented migrants. Now they are going for them. Many people have posted on social media saying that they voted for Trump. This administration would have made significant changes and would have given them a lot, but now it's the very administration that they voted for that is going against them, that is hunting for them, that is imposing policies that are difficult, and the working environment is just becoming so much unconducive, so much unsupportive, to a point that we have talked about the mental health states of them, or mental health strain. More things like this that pile up until it's no longer bearable, so they feel the need of just, it's not working for them. We will see things like wage cuts or salary cuts. Those people who are working remote jobs might also lose these jobs because Trump is tightening up the strings. What's up, America, man? You tell me in the comment section down there below what you think about this whole topic. Give me more opinions that you have. Do you agree with what I've said? If not, please do so respectfully in the comment section down there below. We're gonna follow up on this topic. It's not the end of it all. For the Indian brothers, those living in America and those living back in India, you tell us, like, what next? Also, don't forget to check the speakers that are featured in this video. Their usernames have been embedded in the stitched video as always. Go on to their TikToks, like, follow for this channel. Make sure you smash a huge thumbs up button. Consider subscribing. Turn on post notifications so that you may not miss my next upload. Danny here, signing out. Peace.